Hi guys, this is Emmett the Alpha Builder. Let me just, guys, just gonna do a quick video on come on, buddy. That's me. I got to do something about my. You can kind of see. I got to get all this stuff kind of fixed up today or tomorrow. But guys, I just want to spin this video and talk about why did I get into building? What motivates me to build? What kind of got me going? I tell you what got me going is I wanted a nice house. And guys, I'm the type of person that I don't see people as being better than me. Don't take that the wrong way, people, but I think I'm just as good as anybody else on this planet. And when I go see, me and my wife used to ride around, we used to see people in these nice homes, these beautiful mansions and stuff like that over in Mountain Brook. In our area, Mountain Brook is like the top tier place. But we used to see people in those homes like, man, this is really nice, man. How did they get it, man? Why I don't have nothing like that? So my job and what I did was I had to figure out a way to get it. I wanted some stuff like that. So what I did was I said, hey, let me figure out how to get this stuff. So what did I do? I knew I could afford these big nice homes. So what I ended up doing is I just said, hey, I'll just be the builder, and that fee I don't have to pay. And that's what I did, guys. So I started building my own houses. But then as I was building my own houses, I just so happened to do something that was kind of weird. I put a for sale sign up in front of one of the houses, my first house that I was building, and it actually sold before I can finish it. And I did pretty decent on that house. At the time, I was a school teacher. I know that teachers couldn't make a whole lot of money off of the teacher's salary or build a house on that teacher's salary, that type of house that I wanted. I knew I couldn't do it on a teacher's salary. And so that's why I started building my own house. Now, once I started building my houses, the motivation changed. Everything started changing, guys. I had a friend of mine that worked at the power company. Jeez, bear. And I just wanted to, I was a little jealous of my friend. He had a nice corporate job. It's like, man, I wish I had a job like that, man. And you just go, hey, Bob, how you doing this morning? You got your coffee and stuff like that. And you can do all that stuff. But I mess around, and for some reason, corporate America wouldn't hire me. They would not hire me, guys. Let me, I got to pause right quick, like, dang it. So guys, at the time, I had a friend of mine that he actually worked at the power company. And he tried to get me on at the power company a couple of times, but guys, when they come in there, they have a team. When they interview you, man, I actually made it up to one of the interviews. And when they interview you, they probably have a board of about 10 different people in there vetting you. See what kind of person you are. And if you're a get along type person, in my opinion, I think those are the guys they hire. But if you kind of like a guy that'll buck the system and say, hey, no, we're gonna do it like this right here. We call it yes man. If you're a yes man, you probably got the job, or you probably can get the job. But if you're one of those guys, they felt like that'll buck the system and say, no, we're gonna do it this way things need to be done. You didn't. I figured out, man, you weren't gonna get hired. I think that's what it was, guys. But he was at the power company. They wouldn't hire me, guys, and I was a little jealous, man. I was like, man, why they won't hire me? Then I started looking at the fact that the power company pretty much had a monopoly on power in the Alabama area, where I am. They have a monopoly. I mean, because who else are you going to use to get power? They had a monopoly on it. So I said, you know something? I started, guys, when I was building houses, I needed to differentiate myself from the other builders. So I started learning about energy efficiency, guys. And You know, I went to South Phase Energy Institute over in Atlanta area to learn how to build sustainable and energy efficient homes. And guys, that was really the green movement. So it was back during the green movement. Everybody was doing green certified homes. And guys, what actually makes your house more energy efficient and all these good things that you see, you can't see it with your eyes. If you're a homeowner, you walk in the house, you won't be able to tell because all that stuff is actually covered up. So I learned all that stuff, and then I realized something, guys. Like, look, this power company wouldn't hire me, man. They got a monopoly on everything. Why don't I just figure out a way to put them out of business? Or at least give people the chance to be able to decide or make a decision on whether or not they want to deal with the power company or not. That's what I wanted to give. I wanted to give people a choice. And that's what motivated me. I wanted people to be able to go out here and say, hey, you know, I don't even want to be hooked up to the power system anymore. I don't need them. And so the only way that you can do that is you have to build a house that's passively efficient first and foremost. And then you end up introducing energy to it via solar panels or geothermal or whatever method that you have to pump energy into that home. Now, back during the time that this is 20 years ago, guys, about 20 years ago, the stuff to be able to make that happen, it was very expensive. It was almost probably, if I did renewable energy, you may look at another, you know, passively building a house that was passively energy efficient, which means that it save you money or save you energy. It was probably 20% more than your normal home. Cost 20% more on cost than a normal home, than a regular home that I would build at that time. But if you introduce energy to it, you're looking at 40%. So that was a big cost, man. It was a major cost. You imagine a $500,000 house now costs $700,000. You know, it's just, people are not going to pay for that because they can't see it. They can't see it, and they're not going to see it until they actually live in it, and the power bill start to shrink. And then even still, with the amount of money that you pay for all these energy items that's going on in this house, the savings that you have, you know, it's going to take years for you to actually see it if you live in your house for 20 or 30 years. But people in America, not like other countries, we don't live in our houses that long. We look at our houses as investments so we can just buy them and sell them and then take the equity in them and go do something else. That's how we do it. But in other countries, they actually have houses that they have for generations. We don't really do that. And so that was the problem. But now, today, guys, these items are not out of reach anymore. You know, you got Tesla, so I kind of push those guys because this guy's really just trying to give, you know, when you look at the Elon Musk of the world and the way I was thinking back then, we just want to give people options. You know, you don't want to have these utility companies saying, well, hey, you know, you got to be, if you want power, you got to be connected to us. And then they can do what they want to do. We should have choice in the matter. And that's what I wanted to provide to people. But when I started building these houses and I started looking at all the energy efficiency stuff and I started studying the code, I realized that, you know something, if you just build a house 100% by the code, your house is actually, if you go to the 2000, I think the code we got out now is 2024. If you build a house and you do everything straight by the code, it actually would be a residential home. It would actually be equivalent to a LEED, LEED certified, at the lowest tier. So basically all the stuff I was doing a long time ago, it was really just code, making sure things was built according to the code. So that kind of motivated me, guys. That got me in the building. That made me, and then now I just want to make sure that the people have the best built house, you know, as best as I can build them. You know, I try to watch all my subcontractors. So some things slip through the cracks, guys. I'm not perfect, but that's what kind of motivated me to kind of build, man. I was like, man, I want to put the power company out of business. That was my goal. And guys, today, it's affordable now. It's obtainable to actually do that, to actually live off the grid. You can have houses, but it does come with a mind shift. You can't, even like our washing machine in the house. I was just trying to get my wife to understand you can't. This is if you got a heat pump washer dryer combination, you can't just sit there and let clothes pile up all week long. You just can't do that, man, because it takes 2 hours to heat to do a cycle. So when you take clothes off, maybe every 2 days, you can put your clothes in there. So the entire house itself, man, comes with a learning curve. And I don't think people are willing to adjust to that learning curve. But that is what kind of motivated me, guys. And here you have me now, trying to take it to the next level. Once again, guys, you guys like, share, subscribe, man. And if you guys have questions, you guys let me know what your questions are. And this is the way.